Infernal shrines.
Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to be watching Cosmos, the left team, play against -10 armor on the right. First map is Infernal Shrines. Cosmos won the coin toss, so they chose first pick, which meant -10 armor got to pick Infernal Shrines. The banned maps so far are Alterac Pass and Cursed Hollow by Team Cosmos, and Braxis Holdout and Battlefield of Eternity by -10 armor. We're still looking at our first ban here. We've got a Vala ban. Let me tell you a little bit about how these teams have done so far in the competition while we're waiting. Ooh, we got a Sylvanas ban. That's a very good ban on this map, I'd say. She can push pretty hard. Okay, so Team Cosmos lost in a domination to Randy Newman. They lost in a domination to amateur opponents. They dominated currently chasing Samuro. They won 2-1 against Essence Gaming, and they dominated Team Training Wheels. As for -10 armor, they got dominated by Team Training Wheels. They got dominated by amateur opponents. They dominated Clouded Mines. They got dominated by Better Than Bots, and they lost 1-2 against Randy Newman. We've got our bans here already out the first round. Vala Stukov from Team Cosmos. Wonder if those were targeted bans. And Zul Sylvanas from Team -10 armor or -10 armor. All right, first pick KT. Gonna spread those bombs. Let's see how -10 armor deals with that. We get Johanna, a very popular pick, especially, well, actually she's popular on every map, right? So she's just a good character all around. And a Deckard pick. Really great for setting up at the shrine. Coming in now with our second and third picks. We get an ETC and a Dahaka. That's interesting. Dahaka, you know, he's a pretty useful hero in general with the global. Better on some maps than others. I don't know if I'd really call this one of his better maps, but he does have decent weight there. Hello, Jason and C2D. Welcome. Looks like we've got a -10 armor fan here. All right, we have -10 armor banning the Malfurion. Of course, they've already got their healer, so they don't have to worry about choking that out. And a Lunara ban. Lunara is one of those heroes where if you're really good at her, she can be a royal pain in the butt. I know this one particular person who's like god tier Lunara. So whenever we play against him, she's permanently banned. Okay, we've got Jaina and Raynor on the team of -10 armor. That's a pretty potent combo. Fortunately for Cosmos, at least, they have Johanna, not ETC, because that would have been pretty painful. Jaina ETC is like really, really hard. Alright, we get a Grey Mane, and last pick, Uther. Ooh, single healer Uther. That's uncommon these days. Like, a lot of people play him as sort of like a tank in some ways. And yeah, I don't know if his healing is really the most important part, but I guess they're going for the stuns. It's probably going to go that double stun, or at least that's most Uthers do. We get a Leoric pick from -10 armor. And it looks like we will be going to a game here shortly. Here we go. I hope it's one of those exciting games where, you know, it's like super close. I'd like to see that. What is that portrait that Cosmos is using? Is that a Dahaka? Or what is that? I mean, I see the stars and the Cosmos colors.
Prepare yourselves for
Alright, let me introduce the teams here. We've got Silver Jackal from Cosmos on KT. We've got Cirrus on ETC. E-Day on the Greymane. No on Dahaka, and Oddity, COS Oddity on Uther. On the right hand side, we've got Team -10 armor. Lompico on the Leoric. Dav on the, or is it Dav? Probably Dav. On the Johanna.
4, 3,
Yummy Cupcakes on the Jaina.
let the battle begin.
Let me move. Dagny on the Rainer. And Johnny Ka on the Deckard. Go. Looks like Leoric has already split off into top lane, so the red team probably does not want to take a 5v4 fight here. Dahaka has caught on and is moving up as well. ETC's taken some damage here from the Rainer. Looks like Uther is waiting for the opportunity to stun someone. Uther is one of those characters where if you see him running at you, you better run. Him and Garrosh. If they're running at you, there's only one thing they're going there to do. Either flip you or stun you or, you know, something unpleasant. Looks like the red team is rotating back to mid lane. Dahaka came to mid lane. I'm not sure why. He's pretty low on health. Looks like Leoric's been working him over. In the bottom lane, Cosmos has already picked up that bottom camp very fast. They took their opportunity since the red team went to mid and just captured that very fast. I'm not sure they're going to get any value out of it, but it is at least a distraction where the red team has to deal with it. And in the meantime, blue team, Cosmos, can cap this siege camp. Rainer has the same idea over here, starts capping that camp. Let's take a look at their talent. Okay, looks like Rainer went for ace in the hole. So that means he's a little slower at getting the camp, but it looks like he still did plenty fine. Right, red team's being harassed a little bit on rotation. Dagny's got that bomb, taking a lot of damage on Rainer. But Deckard's got them heals. Lots of potions to pick up. Oh no! Rainer, oh my goodness, that was a good pick. That Dahaka was standing there waiting for that perfect tongue, and Rainer just walked right into it. That's a good job by their Dahaka. We've got the first temple here in mid lane. Dahaka goes to clear top lane as it's pushed all the way to the wall. Greymane's trying to clear that bottom lane a bit. Oh, he leaves before he caps that last piece of XP, but that's okay. They are about even on XP right now. Both teams at 6. Oddity is really going for those little minions. Oh my god, they take so much damage though. That Rainer, but the heal comes out from Oddity. Saves that KT's life. Oh, not for long. He goes down, as does ETC. But that Greyman was trying really hard to get Johanna. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him, so he withdrew. And the blue team has their first 3 deaths. In the meantime, the red team is definitely getting this shrine. The blue team really has no hope to... Yep, there we go. That was not great for the blue team right there. Alright, looks like ETC should be baiting it over. Yep, there he goes. This one's a frozen Punisher, so that fort is no longer doing any damage while it's frozen. So that's a good time for the red team to get some damage onto it, or the Punisher. Looks like the red team's backing off. They got most of the front wall. They didn't go for the wall, surprisingly. I expected them to push for that. But instead, we've got Dahaka still soaking top, and the red team is now using their advantage. They've got like maybe a quarter of a level or so to get that camp in the bottom, because they got here way sooner than the blue team could, since they left the Punisher there. Red team's looking for an invade here. Bjork and Dahaka are both still top. They managed to separate the team a bit. Dani putting in some damage into that ETC, who's going down really fast. Oh my goodness, the ETC dies. Ooh, Jaina's taking a lot of damage, but her team's trying to protect her really hard. She manages to get away as Greymane withdraws. Oh, that tongue! That was a really good one. Johanna dies because of that Dahaka stun. That was a really good stun. Looks like Leoric is trying to defend his Rainer here. But instead, he gets dragged and stunned, and oh my goodness, is he going to survive this? He does. No follow-up from E-Day here, who's probably the only one on that team who could have killed Leoric there. It was too risky, though. I mean, I understand why he didn't. Alright, who do you think is going to get to 10 first? We've got Johanna going to the bottom lane. Blue team's pushing pretty far in here, considering they don't know where Jaina is. Or, well, yeah, I mean, they only saw 2 people, but Jaina was very close. My cat just scratched my shoulder, and it hurts. So, if you see me, like, I don't know, trying to soothe it, that's why. He's mean sometimes. Well, he wasn't trying to be mean, though. He was trying to hug me. Dahaka coming in here to take a look at that camp. He does not get here in time, though. The red team members cap it. Blue team's a little split here, so they gotta be careful. Oh, that's a good mosh. Captured that Leoric. Wow. That was a good turn of events here for the blue team Cosmos. Oh no! Oh, but they stayed too long. That Rainer's going in for the kills. Unfortunately, he dies. Johanna's gonna get that Pyroblast on, and pretty sure she dies. Or maybe she doesn't. Wow, that's some kind of miracle right there. Of course, all their damage is not right here. Jaina just respawned. Blue team's sticking around a little too long. That Dahaka's very low on health, and Jaina's coming back, so he better be careful. Alright, next shrine's going to be top lane. Looks like the blue team's making quick work of the red team's camp. And now the red team is, of course, looking for that engage, because the blue team's still a little low. Oh no! But they went a little too aggressive, poor positioning on that Jaina, and unfortunately she dies for it. Dab's also going to die, it looks like. Oh no! He had like 5 health when he walked right back in. Not that he would have survived anyway, but very good job by Team Cosmos there, killing off 3 people right in time for the shrine so that they cannot contest this. Red team knows that, and they start heading to other lanes. But then Deckard realizes they're going to push really hard here, so he's going to try to harass them a bit. Let's see what else we have. Looks like Greymane went for go for the throat. Of course, Johanna went for the Blessed Shield. It's pretty standard these days. Raynor went for Raynor's Raider, which I don't see as often anymore because Hyperion is pretty strong, I would say. Like, I mean, the enemy team has Kel'Thas who can, like, I don't know, one-shot that Raider probably, if they pay attention to it. But of course, Kel'Thas is also squishy, so if he doesn't pay attention to it, it will do a lot of damage to him. Alright, we've got a Punisher up here. Is that the Mortar one? I think that's the Mortar Punisher, right? Ooh, very nice stay a while and listen by Deckard there. I'm not sure he's going to be able to save that Johanna. Oh, Johanna gets big fat shield and survives. She should not be going back in though. They lost that fort already, so they probably should withdraw a little bit. Raynor gets caught with the Dahaka tongue. Oh my goodness, E-Day is so low. Jaina just, you know, like, oh. Wow. AT gets to the Jaina first, and now she's dead. E-Day dies for it though. He does attack her right under the tower, so that was suicide. Red team still trying to deal with this Punisher. That is a lot of loss for a fairly early Punisher, I'd say, a second Punisher. They lost that top fort and most of this wall for the top keep. So blue team got some value out of it. Red team's a little behind on XP here. They will need to be soaking pretty aggressively, but they see the blue team all bottom, so they're going to go for this camp. Very interesting move. Greymane's going to come in on them. Maybe they get a kill. Blue team likely does not make it here in time. Maybe they do. Nope. Uther! Uther is very low right now. KT's also taking a lot of damage. Red team's pretty much full. Nice smosh though on the Deckard and the Raynor, and they will die for that. At least Raynor will. Ooh, that Jaina. She probably does not have her ice block yet. Yeah, she doesn't have it yet. Oh! Yeah, so she's dead. Wow. Almost a full team wipe for the red team for taking that aggressive move while the blue team was showing bottom. They were not fast enough to clear that camp, and now the blue team gets this camp. And the difference is they get to push with it. So they'll get value out of it, whereas the red team did not get much value out of their camp invade. A little bit greedy. Looks like they are going for this keep, at least to do some damage to it. But Dagny's back up and he's not having it. He's putting in some damage, but I don't think the red team's going to be able to save this. Wow. Good stun. Yorick and Toon catches 2 of the blue team's members. Dahaka manages to make it out for the most part. But Uther dies. So they got a mild revenge. They are down 16s though, so they do have to be very careful. They did not want to chase that, so smart move on their end. That top keep though is almost dead, so it's going to be rough. They're going to get a lot of pressure in that lane. Red team's now ready to fight. They've got their 16s. Blue team is still down their healer, but the red team does not press that advantage. Probably not enough time before Uther comes back is why. They get this camp instead. Safe camp. Looks like they are itching for a fight though. But there is a bush party over here, ready. Oh, Dahaka missed his tongue. on the Leoric. Leoric gets that Entomb, doesn't get much value out of it. They're all pumped up though, lots of bombs going out. Jaina is ready to kill that ETC if she can, but not without dying herself, so Leoric manages to make it out alive, that's a miracle. That Jaina is going to definitely get that kill. Nice, she gets 2 kills there. Or, well, I mean, I guess technically Uther, Johanna got one of those kills. So, but Uther and Greymane are dead. Now Jaina's in a little bit of a precarious position here, because KT's still alive and he can do a lot of damage to her. She backs away into the safety of her side of their side of the map, but Dahaka's coming in from behind them here. He's going for that Jaina lick, but it does not work. Nice. Nice try though, Dahaka. Alright. Top lane has a giant wave pushing, and if nobody comes to defend us, that keep is going down momentarily. Red team just needs 2 more minions, and they can push with it, but I do think they should probably send somebody back to deal with that wave. Or maybe they've just given up on that keep, and they think that they will use this Punisher to win. Nope, they did send Leoric back, but it was a little late. But at least that catapult won't be getting any damage on the core. Blue team's fort goes down. Punisher's still pushing. Red team seems to be withdrawing. I'm not sure if that's the best move here. Maybe they're going mid to get that fort as well. Of course, they need more XP to get to 20 first if they want to do that, because 20 advantage is pretty huge. Dahaka's going in solo. I don't know what he hopes to accomplish there. Unfortunately, he dies in a rather predictable manner. Now the death timers are getting pretty long. I mean, he's still down for another 40 seconds, so the red team here should be looking to use that advantage for something, but it doesn't seem like they are. Looks like they are happy to just soak lanes, I guess, to try to get to 20, because it looks like right now the blue team will get 20 first. Oh, now they're trying to invade the blue team's siege camp. Stay a while and listen was a good one, getting a lot of the blue team, but it did not get ATC, and he uses his Mosh. The Jaina does not manage to secure any kills there. Oh, that ice block comes out. He's dead though. It also looks like the Deckard is going to be dead. Yep, there he goes. Oh no, Johanna's as well. She goes down. 4 out of 5 members of the red team killed now. The blue team really should push some advantage. Like maybe they just go top and end. If I were them, I would. Looks like they have the same idea. Unless they're coming here for the camp. Oh, come on. Don't go for the camp. Nice. I wonder if they will be able to get it before the red team is up. I mean, they have a good, like, 20 seconds maybe? They don't have a very big wave here, though. So this is a fairly tense moment. Yep, nobody's up in time to defend it. Good stun by ETC. And GG. Cosmos wins this one. Round 1. Now, looking at the stats here, it looks like Greymane did a ton of damage for the blue team. Raynor also did a lot of damage. Let's see. I think it's just the difference between the kills was pretty significant, and that last team wipe was the problem. I think the red team waited too long for that siege camp. Maybe the siege camp wasn't up, but it was a poor decision anyway to go there after the entire blue team was back up, when they had basically already lost their advantage. It looks like the red team has decided to take first pick. Let me update the stats here. Is my map UI still broken? Yep, it still is. There are more than one ban, but it keeps breaking. I'm not sure what's up with that. But at least the score is correct. Hi, Zul Rules. I see you pretty often in a lot of streams, so. My poor arm. It hurts. All right, so Team minus 10 armor claims that they are going for first pick because they're too indecisive to pick a map. Oh, I wish Blackheart's Bay was an option. I love that map. I know most people don't, but I really like it. All right, looks like our next map is Tomb of the Spider Queen. Got a little bit of an awkward silence here while we wait. Aren't those the best? All of these names look pretty familiar to me. I think it's because they're in C-West, and many of them do play or do show up in the CCS Discord. All right, looks like it's going. 3, 2, 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Oh, fake out. All right, it just takes a while to load. All right, so minus 10 armor will be getting first pick here, which also means first ban. Last game, they banned a bunch of sort of meta kind of heroes, I think. They banned Zul, for example. I'm not sure who else they banned. I have like the attention span of a goldfish. It's just horrible. It's really bad memory. They're keeping us in suspense. Greymane! We get a Vala ban from Cosmos. Again, second time they've banned Vala first. What does Dagny want to ban this time? Hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. I see we got like 6 new viewers. So welcome. We've got Team Cosmos on the left and -10 armor on the right here. Another Zul ban coming out of -10 armor. I guess they do not have a Zul player, maybe? Because Zul is pretty strong at wave clear, so, and double soaking, and well, he's just a strong character still, even despite all the nerfs he's gotten. Alright, do we see a repeat ban here? I think it was that. What was the first game? Stukov, yes. That's also what they banned in the first game. Alright, so left team's sticking with their guns. Sticking to their guns. We get a Sylvanas first pick by Dagny. An all-around strong hero. What do we get in response? Tomb of the Spider Queen. I think we get a Johanna. I mean, Johanna's pretty strong. No, we get an ETC again. Interesting. And a Tassadar.
Comes justice.
Good Tassadar can be really devastating. Those walls are like playmaking walls.
For the horde.
You have a Johanna pick on -10 armor again. And a Jaina once more. Seems like Jaina's a comfort pick. Third set of bans coming out. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what they banned last time because no, it was not Leoric last time. Okay, so at least they changed one ban. Red team's bans coming up. Good time to ban a healer if they're afraid of, or perhaps another damage dealer that they worry about. I wonder if, oh, there we go, healer, Malfurion. You get a Rainer and Dahaka. Alright, Dahaka was really good last game, so I mean, he landed a lot of those licks and they were really good, so secured his team a bunch of kills. Ooh, Malthael from Lompico. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We've got room for a healer now. Who are we getting? Lucio. Fast rotations. What do you think about the mouth ban Zul rules? Alright, we've got Oddity picking now. Healer. Wonder if they're going to go with the Uther again. Yeah,
The light abandons
here he is.
no man.
So that's 3 of the same picks from last game. I don't think they had Raynor, did they? Maybe. Somebody had Raynor. Here we go, game number 3. Okay, people on stream, who are you rooting for? And welcome to the new viewers. We've got we've got Team Cosmos on the left side here. Let me introduce them. We've got Sirius on ETC. Nay, is that Nay? No. Yep. Nay is on Dehaka. Oddity is on Uther again. Silver Jackal is on the Tassadar. And E-Day is on the Raynor. On the right side, we've got Team -10 armor. We've got Johnny on the Lucio, Lompico on the Malthael, Dagny on the Sylvanas, Dab on the Johanna, and Yummy Cupcake on the Jaina. It's a pretty small map, so rotations will be pretty easy here. Right, ETC goes in. Let's see the talents. Wow, that's an early kill. Dab is very low, but he manages to get out. But ETC is dead. Looks like Tassadar went the Q talent at level 1, which is very strong if you can land those Qs. Oddity is getting caught a little bit. Takes a lot of damage. Sylvanas gets slide from ETC, but she manages to survive. Oh! Look at that. I think he got 3 people with that 1 Q. Got 15 stacks right there. Red team's doing their rotations, and in the bottom lane, we've got Dehaka versus Malthael. Looks like the red team and blue team are still sort of skirmishing a bit here, although the red team is split. We've got Jaina in the middle lane. Dehaka came up to try to harass her a bit. So Malthael's got oh no, those stuns! Wow! Look at that Tassadar wall into the stun, and Johanna melts. Jaina's really low on both health and mana, so at this point it would be wise for her to retreat. I think that's what she's trying to do. Dagny's taking the time to clear this lane and put in some damage. Dagny did not go the stacking build at level 1, so her Shadow Dagger is not really the main damage dealing thing anymore. It looks like she went for doing percentage damage on people who have 3 stacks. Alright, Johanna comes in. Pulls a lot of the blue team in, but look at that, Lucio is very low. Red team's Lucio's taking a lot of damage. I think there's a great kill opportunity here. Yep. Down goes ETC, followed by the Uther. Can they also get the Silver Jackal? Yes, they can. And the red team is all still up. That Raynor is no joke though, so they do have to be careful. In comes Dehaka, scaring him away. Looks like the red team's going for the turn-in since they do have enough gems. Blue team does not yet. Likely due to the deaths and drop gems. Red team is ahead by an entire level. It's looking good for the red team so far. This might be their comeback. They seem to be wanting to push top with their spiders. do have a Sylvanas to shut down those towers. She's already used her black arrows though, and now she's focused on people, so those towers are still killing the spiders. Black arrows likely has expired. Ooh, she gets caught by ETC, and that Uther goes straight for her, but he is slow, so he does not manage to stun her. She goes in with a questionable E, which I do all the time, by the way. I'm pretty terrible in terms of like porting into the wrong place, but she does manage to make it out. The red team's bottom lane still has spiders, but they're almost dead. The Huck comes in to just clear them up for sure, while Sylvanas starts this camp. Without Mercenary Queen, which she did not take, it is a bit harder for her to solo these unless she uses black arrows. And even with the black arrows, I mean, it's not easy. Red team's still a little ahead, only a half level now though. Looks like they are attempting to stop the blue team from turning in. The blue team does finally have enough gems. Can they protect both mid and bottom though? Looks like the red team's taking this opportunity to turn in a few of their own gems. We don't have enough for spiders, so it's not really vital at this point. But I guess since you're already there, they were going for it. Looks like Dahaka's coming in for that scary tongue, but Malthael stops him. Dahaka has almost all of their coins. Dahaka gets a lick on that Malthael, and Malthael goes down. Wow. Those Dahaka tongues are really doing all the work here. Maybe not all the work, but just a lot of the work. Dagny goes down. Likely should not have continued engaging there, as both Jaina and Johanna also die after Dagny. Malthael is back up. It's good for them that we're still pretty early in the game, but now they have lost their level lead. Blue team is pretty much the same or slightly ahead. Blue team manages to get that turn in, of course, and since they did not kill that Dahaka, they did not lose those 36 gems. He still even has 12 after the turn in. Looks like they're pushing top. Top is their most vulnerable lane right now, as they don't have a wall, so that makes sense. Actually, their mid lane is also pretty vulnerable, but at least they have a well there, which they do not have in top lane. Red team makes quick work of that top spider, big spider, spider queen, whatever. They do have plenty of damage to get rid of those spiders. In the bottom lane, Dahaka's going nuts, doing a lot of work here. Blue team is heading back top with Dagny trying to defend this well here, but I mean it's 1v4, so there's not that much she can do. Oh no, she takes a lot of damage from that Tassadar. She's got to be really careful because one more Q and he may be able to kill her. Wall stops her from engaging. Not sure that was necessary. Red team's coming up. I don't think they're in time to save this though. But could they kill that ETC who has a lot of gems? Looks like they got a lot of damage on that ETC. He's so close to dead. Uther dies. Down goes the ETC. His gems have not been picked up yet. Now they're picked up by the Tassadar. The team is still chasing the Dahaka. And they let the Tassadar go. They're going straight for boss. Blue team's going instead for that bottom fort, which is almost dead anyway. How do you feel about the decision to go for boss? They do have enough for turn-in, so this could be a good call for them, but the blue team also has enough for turn-in. So if the red team can make it to turn in with the boss pushing, that would be very useful. I think they should have turned in most of their gems first and let one person finish it so that the boss comes at the same time so that they can defend it. Because right now, Dagny's in there by herself, or by himself. Ooh, getting licked by the Dahaka. Oh no, Dagny. Run! The hole misses, the black hole misses. Dahaka's still pretty low. ETC comes in with that deadly mosh. Kills 2 people of the red team. Dav is also going down. That's one dead Johanna. That went horribly for the red team. I mean, not only did they like lose 3 members, they also gave the red team, make that 4 members. Jaina's dead as well now. But the blue team also got the spiders in, got the turn in, and now they've killed all of the forts. Now going on to the keeps. Mid keep is likely going to take a little bit of damage here. Yeah, that mosh was really good. That was one good mosh. I would love to see a silence arrow from Sylvanas before they try to engage, which they likely should before 16. But it's only 4 of them here, as Malthael is bottom, so not a very smart engage, 4v5, and down 2 levels. Alright, they've got all team members, but everybody's low, everybody's dying. Oof, red team really needs to run away. Yummy Cupcake is likely gonna die. Good. Oh, wow! Look at that turn! Oh my goodness. Red team with like no health gets that big shield from Lucio and goes nuts. They managed to get a 4 kill. Can they now go to the turn-in and get the spiders and push a keep? Because they've lost their top keep. It's a good chance for them to get the enemy's top keep. But it looks like they are going for this camp instead. As Tessadar boldly goes for the bottom camp all by himself. Alright. Come on, turn in. What you waiting for, guys? And girls, if you haven't. Alright. So, the red team's all here again. The blue team has been sort of split. ETC is on the back line here. Mosh only catches Johanna, but then Jaina walks right into it. In the meantime, the rest of their team has managed to get 2 kills, both on ETC and Uther. Red team's doing well here, starting to catch up. Nice. The red team are getting their spiders. Oh yeah, that is an interesting point. No one expects Ice Barrier, because most of the time people go Icy Veins, right? I mean, Icy Veins is very strong. Alright, red team looks like they are not going for the top keep. Instead, they are pushing this mid fort. There are only 3 here. Their Sylvanas died. Oh no! E-Day almost dead there. Dav, however, gets stunned and gets killed, like, in no time. Malthael better run. He's got all the gems. Nice work escaping there for the rest of the red team. Right now we're at 12 to 12 kills, so perfectly symmetrical. Both teams at almost level 18. The red team, unfortunately, is down a fort and a keep compared to the blue team. Blue team seems to be considering boss, but the red team should be able to, like, they must have seen them going there, so I don't know why the red team isn't defending it. There we go. They've caught up. They're coming up. In come 5. No, they're trying to turn in instead. What? Oh, right into that silence. Uther died. Good mosh, catching 2 members of the red team. That Lucio shield saves the red team, and they managed to steal that boss. Looks like they are still going after that Tahaka. They want that kill. Now's their opportunity to end. If they can get this keep down quickly without much damage to the boss, they'll have a really strong boss to push the core with. Just gotta silence those that keep with the Sylvanas, black arrows. There we go. Actually, I don't think they probably cannot end anymore because the blue team is back up shortly. Looks like they're gonna try though. Oh, no, don't get stunned by the boss. Oh no, Oddity got stunned. Wow, and the red team pulls it off. They managed to get kills even while fighting the core and winning the game. GG. Yay! This means that we get a 3rd game. I'm always excited when we get a 3rd game. Looking at the damage and the healing done here, Uther really does not do much healing as a main healer. So like Lucio did 3 times as much healing as Uther could. And it's not because like, I think that's just how Uther is. It's more the CC that you depend on to minimize the other team's damage rather than to heal up the damage taken. But this one goes to -10 armor. That was a very close game. They were neck and neck. It was all about that last team wipe. That was a great job by both teams. It was a very exciting game. Can't wait to see what Cosmos chooses. Oh, it looks like they're going to Volskaya Foundry. And I will find out shortly. Okay, it looks like Cosmos decided they wanted the map pick rather than the first pick. So, -10 armor gets first pick. Map number 3 is Volskaya Foundry. Goodness, this page, like this one you're seeing right now, is just always jumbled up. It worked like once, and then now it just does not work ever again. Pretty frustrating. Still need to move me to observers and have the rest of the teams join. Just waiting for both teams to start this game up. Here we go. Game number 3. Exciting stuff.
Volskara in.
Looks like we're getting similar bans again. We get a Greymane ban out of minus 10 armor. I predict a Vala ban again. Oh, Stukov first this time. It's usually Vala, then Stukov. Another Zul ban from minus 10 armor. Both teams have been pretty consistent with their bans. Vala goes out. Alright, so they were just switching it up for the fans.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Another Sylvanas pick by minus 10 armor. I personally like Sylvanas a lot on this map, especially with Mercenary Queen. If the team focuses on getting those turrets and the healing camp, especially the turrets, like having Sylvanas next to those turrets is just epic. Like, you get so much damage out of it. We get a Li Ming and ETC again. That means they've played ETC all 3 games. Do we get another Johanna Jaina pick here?
For the horde.
Vanquish the weak.
Oh my god, that was too predictable. Totally called it. Time for those 3rd bans. Lucio! Well, I mean, Lucio was super impactful last game. The whole team was like almost dead. One good, I don't know, push in and the blue team would have killed them all. And then until Lucio used his shield, and yeah, the red team turned around fights in no time. Another Malfurion ban by minus 10 armor. I wonder if we're getting another Uther game. Ooh, Phoenix, that's a new pick.
Let's save
And Morales. Alright. That's different.
Anna checking in.
Ooh.
Do your worst.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. Anna and Urel. That's going to be great. I mean, that Urel is just really strong. If you've got a good Urel player, she can be devastating.
By fire be purged!
Okay, Ragnaros. So it's going to be Urel against Ragnaros. I'm not sure who wins that fight, but I feel like Urel is very strong. Though, yeah, Ragnaros' Lava Wave does help a lot. Here we go. Who are you guys rooting for?
Commence combat.
All right.
Are you ready for victory?
On the left side of the map, we've got Silver Jackal on Li Ming for Team Cosmos, Sirius on ETC, Nay on Ragnaros, Oddity on what's her name? Lieutenant Morales, and Ide on the Phoenix.
Battle begins in
On the
10
right side,
seconds.
here with the red team, who seem to be going bot lane, we've got
4, 3,
Lumpico on Urel, Dav on the Johanna again, Johnny Ka on, I think that's an Anna, yep, Dagny on Sylvanas once more, and Yummy Cupcakes on the Jaina. Looks like they are going for the cheese in bottom lane. Blue team responds, but I think, yep, the red team does not manage to kill that tower completely before they have to back out as the blue team responds. And Ragnaros gets to top lane first. Urel is harassing that ETC a bit. Red team rotates up. Support camps up alright in 2 seconds. Oh, that ETC slide onto the Jaina, and she's melted. She was pretty far out considering that she did not have her tank nor her healer. Actually, it looks like the healer is trying to solo this camp, which I don't understand. Given that Jaina kill, the blue team goes straight for that healing camp and will likely be able to secure it before Johanna can do anything. Oh, nobody's picked it up. There we go. Li Ming picks it up. In the meantime, the red team's gone for their turret, picked up by the Sylvanas. Urel checks the blue team's turret just to make sure they're not on it, and now they are rotating to it. Red team goes for their siege camp, perhaps a little early. Okay, looks like the red team is either looking for an invade here or just to stop the blue team's rotation. Blue team has not gotten their siege camp yet, and the red team seems to want to push with theirs, which is understandable. Got Johanna's taking some tower damage though.
For combat in the next. Prepare to begin field testing.
Li Ming here took the Globe's talent, which gives her, I think, 10% spell power after she picks up a Globe. So she's going to be looking for those Globes all over for team fights, especially. Oddly enough, she did not go for the Spell Shield, which is very powerful, especially against someone with so much spell power like Jaina. Jaina looks to back with her low mana. Urel is just clearing lanes. Red team gets onto the point, but I think they will have to withdraw here as it's a 5v3, 2, 4 now, until Jaina gets back. But it looks like they're doing pretty well. They put down their turret. Blue team still has theirs. Lompico's really low here. Looks like the blue team will try to kill him, but they do not manage to do so. Valcomer says, E-Day is a monster playing Phoenix. Well, I'm looking forward to those Phoenix plays. Red team goes back to soaking. They still have plenty of time before they have to get back on this point. And in the meantime, looks like Sylvanas is going for this turret. And the red team has a big wave pushing top. They will be securing this. Oh, maybe not. Ah, just barely. I thought they would get that tower. Alright, looks like the team fight is brewing again. Sylvanas puts down the new turret. Stands next to it. Of course, she went for Mercenary Queen. Yay. Best option here. Red team's a little low, but blue team does back out. I guess waiting out that turret. And because they have plenty of time as well, the red team only had 0%. Looks like the blue team is going for their siege camp here. Wonder if they will be able to... Yeah, I think they get it before they come back. And the red team now will have to either defend it. I think they can wait, though. Like a team fight, because it's still way over here. It has to get all the way to this fort before the red team can respond to it. Team fight's coming in. Seer is taking a lot of damage on that UCC, as is E-Day. Red team's not taking quite as much damage, although that Urel is very low. Down goes Ragnaros. Oh, the entire red team is so low, and unfortunately for them, they did not get it's not level 10, and they did not get a Lucio. Wow, that cleanup. I mean, it's 3 for 3, but look at Lompico and Jonica. They have very low health right now, so I'm not sure there's much they can do to contest this. They're trying anyway, though. Oh no! Save the Ana! Oh, that was probably not a great decision to go in there. And the blue team gets it anyway. Yes, they did take the turret twice. The red team took the turret twice, yes. Now the blue team is going top lane, which will be the lane for the next tree glove. So it's a good place for them to get this front wall, and most importantly, that well. Oh, we get an ETC mosh on Johanna, but there's no follow-up. I mean, almost half the team is in that tree glove, right? Tree glove's pushing pretty hard. It's not using its glove on the fort itself, though, to stop it. So, looks like they may think they don't need it. Dagny's very low. Out comes the Jaina. Ooh! Sylvanas dies. Jaina's super low. That orb may kill her. No, it doesn't. Wow. blue team is doing spectacularly here. I'm not sure why Janet came back out.
Hero slain.
That was painful. Of course, great opportunity for the blue team to take this camp. Likely will also go get the this camp here, support camp, and UL is taking the opportunity to soak for her team since the team is now down a whole level. Blue team will be reaching 13 shortly. Sylvanas is just clearing up here. Ragnar is backed. Li Ming picked up the healing for some reason. I think usually it's a good idea to put that on the tank in case he needs emergency heals when he's deep. Alright, now they're grabbing their own turret, and the red team's getting theirs as well. The blue team does have an advantage, a tier advantage here, so I'm wondering if they will be invading the red team. Looks like they are. They have the same idea. And in goes ETC. A Mosh here would be pretty devastating if you can get all three clumped up people, but instead he dies instantly. Lumpiko comes in, trying to push people into his team, but I'm not sure that's wise. Ooh, wow, so many deaths. I can't keep up. Lumpiko manages to make it out, but the blue team has 3 people up, whereas it's only Urel that's up. So blue team grabs that turret to replace the one they put down during the fight. Urel goes top to clear some more lanes, trying to, now they're a whole level and 3/4 behind. Meantime, blue team gets this siege camp. It's a very exciting third game. I mean, so far it's mostly even, although the kills are very one-sided. But like structures, there's 1 fort gone on the red team. It's not a big deal if they can turn this around. Ragnar's is in a bit of danger here if he tries. Yeah, he takes the safe route. Smart move. Blue team is already in the top lane, but the red team wants to take this opportunity where they see the blue team up there to get this fort. Not sure it's the best decision given that the blue team will just push for keep. I don't think this this trade is worth it. Red team recognizes it and now tries to back, but I mean they're already too late. They've lost that entire front wall. And Li Ming did manage to get a tiny bit more damage on. And they still have to deal with that camp, which is putting damage onto that keep. So not a great trade. And now they are down 16, so it's really difficult for them to contest this at all. It's not looking good for the red team right now. Alright, they grab this siege camp. They might be trying to catch somebody out here. But the blue team just abandons the point and decides, you know what, we'd rather kill the red team. That was an interesting choice. Blue team decides to go for that healing camp. I don't know that the red team can really contest this. This is not a good choice by the red team to go in. I mean, blue team is taking a lot of damage, and that was a great blessed shield by Johanna, but Sylvanas still dies. Urel makes it out barely alive. Has to use her ult to survive that. That was interesting play by the red team. I think it wasn't the best decision making there. But unfortunately that Jaina did get caught out with that ETC slide and pushing her into his team. She really has no escapes. Ooh, take the turret, man. There we go. Blue team's going for that turret. Ragnar's looking around here, sniffing around. Red team now has an opportunity, now that they're on the same tier with the blue team, to kill some of these members of the blue team before the rest of the team comes to them, but unfortunately those members were very wary and they ran away. Gleaming orb misses. Red team is now getting some access to that point. Blue team has a item advantage here because they have both. Oh no, don't kill both. Oh, that Phoenix ult takes so much of the health of the red team that Jaina really has to back out. She's pretty much dead. Urel does in fact die. Silence comes out from Sylvanas, but it's not enough to save that Johanna. I think when the call was made for Jaina to back, everybody should have backed, but they did not. Oh wow! Look at all that sudden damage to Jaina. She was almost dead there. Blue team gets both the tree glove, and now they are pushing.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
I'm guessing a gunner will get in. Yep, Gleaming gets in. Oh my goodness, this might be game.
Blue team has destroyed the phone.
But blue team is trying. They are 3 levels ahead. I mean, 2 and a bit, but still. 3 numerical levels. I mean, they gotta push this. Get that fort! I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're preparing for the next tree glove by going bot. But, I mean, that well is already dead, so I'm not sure what the point of that is. I mean, look at that. That's a healthy tree glove. It's running out of time more so than health. So, I feel like that was a bit of a waste. Wow. Well, in my opinion, blue team flubbed that completely. Could have gotten more than they did. But they're playing sort of timidly for it. Tree glove expires with, well, I don't know, 70% of its health left? 60%? That was, yeah, they are now giving the red team a chance to come back from this. Red team's going for their turret camp. They do see the blue team is angling for it though. And they decide to kill minions. And not engage. Of course, the blue team has 20s, so the red team really can't do anything about that. They have to soak. I'm not sure what UL is doing up here. Just gotta be careful. He may get caught out. Moshed. Okay. Ooh, she does get caught out, but she uses her ult to escape, jumps away, survives. Blue team's dealing with this camp pretty quickly. While the red team is still clearing lanes, they are quite a bit away from 20. They really need to get that before the next objective, or it's going to be GG. Definitely. Well, everybody's just walking around doing nothing right now. So, I don't know what's up with that. Ooh, Urel engages on the Phoenix, but she takes a lot of damage instead. Looks like the blue team is looking for an ambush here on rotation, but the red team's rotating the smart way. Yeah, that's right. The Urel traded a 2-minute ult for a 50-second ult. That was not a good trade.
Red team's
Alright, looks like the blue team now have the idea of maybe we should push in. Maybe you should have done that when you had a tree glove. Alright. The they going to be able to do it? It looks like they're backing away.
Excessive terminal when they bring
I mean, they do have the level 20 advantage, but they do not want to fight under the core or under a fort. And the red team's being super cautious, so they do have to back out. Silver Jackal is doing a fairly dangerous thing here. Could get jumped on by the Urella, but she does not want to engage. They're almost 20. This is going to be the time when they start looking for that fight.
Control the terminal and bring in the protector.
Blue team's going for that turret. Alright, red team has their 20s. Go in there, get in there! Oh. Oh well. Now blue team has 4 turrets and a healing camp. They literally cannot pick up anything else. They have 5 items. This is not great for the red team, I've got to say. This game could have ended like a few minutes ago though, but looks like they're now looking for that engage. ETC gets that mosh, but his team is too far away and rooted by the Jaina ult. Wow, look at that, Phoenix dies. Johanna's still chasing, Rebel comes in, but she needs to use her ult to get out. Dav is really low. He may end up dead here. Yep, the red team loses their tank, loses their healer as well. And that Sylvanas is pretty low. I think they're about to lose that Jaina as well. And Sylvanas and GG. That is it. All gone.
Has eliminated the enemy.
Alright, the blue team is doing the right thing here at least. They are going top to end. Forget about that tree glove. No need to get it. Let's go. End. A few minutes late, but better late than never. Great job, Team Cosmos, and they take this second win and the series. GG. My cat's doing some really weird stuff. It's trying to climb my husband's chair. It's weird. Alright, well GG's everybody. That was an exciting set of games. Sort of sad to see that sort of blue team not take advantage of the tree glove they had, but in the end they won the game and that's all that matters. So, I will see you guys tomorrow with my next cast. Let's see what I will be casting tomorrow. Okay, I will be casting Division D East, I Must Feed versus Bunker Funtime at 7 p.m. Pacific. So I'll see you guys then, and thank you so much for watching. Oh, and if you haven't already, please follow.